How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be making this 2023 American Silver Eagle into a size 10.5 ring. I'm going to get started here in just a second. While we wait, y'all make sure to tap the screen. Let's get some likes up there. We got 0 likes so far. And if you'd like to get yourself a coin ring, you can always go to coinringmaker.com. Use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10%. And go check it out. There's also like a little gold chain at the bottom of the screen here. I'll go ahead and pin it too, that you can visit my website. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. And we're going to go ahead and get started here. The first thing we need to do when making a coin ring is punch a hole in it. So that's what we're going to do. We got our hole punch tool here and get a little bit of magical blue paper towel. I really love this stuff. And that's going to help protect the detail on each side of the coin as we punch it through. How much was the coin? I think spot price on these is around 25. I got them for like 30, so that's with premium. It really depends on where you get it. Prices do vary, but about 30 bucks. I think that's right. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to ask. And we're going to go ahead and drive this through here. Let's go. You can see how clean the detail is from using that blue paper towel. Not much to compare it to, but it still looks really, really crisp. Very nice. Let's check out our coin. There we go. It's looking really nice. Now the next step, if you look on the inside here, you can see that edge is pretty rough. We're going to clean that up with our deburring tool here. Now this is the slow boring part, so if you guys want to tap the gold chain at the bottom of the screen, that'll pull up my website, or you can just tap the crap out of the screen until we get this nice and cleaned up. Then we'll get on to folding and shaping this. This is really cool. Right here on the edge of the coin, you can see how a little bit of it is not reeded. It's reeded all the way through except right there. That's an anti-counterfeit measure. It's pretty cool. Go ahead and flip it over and do the other side. What am I making the coin into? A ring. It's going to be a size 10.5. If y'all haven't hit the follow button yet, make sure to hit that follow button so you can see more cool coin ring making stuff. And if you'd like to check out the store, tap that gold chain at the bottom of the screen. I did say this is the slow boring part, but it is very important. I'll make sure this inside edge is really nice and smooth. Collect all these little silver shavings down here. looks pretty smooth to me. Yeah, it's legal. The law specifically speaks about fraudulently altering currency, so that would be like taking a penny and making it look like a dime and trying to spend it. What I do is I make jewelry out of coins, which is perfectly legal. It's very similar legally to like penny smashing machines you might find at amusement parks or theme parks, stuff like that. Six Flags. There we go. I'll let you guys see how smooth that is now. Now we're going to go ahead and anneal it. This is going to help soften up the silver. See if we can actually get it to focus today. This is the hardest thing to get a good shot of. That's not bad. It's still blurry. Now we're not going to melt it. We're just going to get it to a relatively high temperature. That's going to help soften it up, make it less brittle. You know, this is just propane, so it would take quite a long time to melt this sucker down. And this is just regular old water. Cool it down real quick. Dry it off. And if I'm missing comments, I'm sorry. I will try and answer all your questions. This is a 1/2-inch punch. That's what I usually use on most coins, from quarters all the way up to American Eagles. I really like trying to keep as much detail on the coin, like on the band of the ring, as I can. So I really like the 1/2-inch punch. But I do have a pretty wide range of options, so I can go really big or really small if a customer really wants something different. But most of the time I do a 1/2-inch. Yeah, this is fine silver. It says right here, 1 ounce fine silver. It's American Silver Eagle from 2023. I just got these in. I've got 4 more available if anybody wants one. Tap the gold chain at the bottom of the screen. I also work on quarters, $50, lots of different coins. So make sure to check out the store while we're working on this. You don't even have to leave TikTok. Just tap that gold chain and check it out. We're going to hop over here to my 1-ton arbor press because we're making it into a ring. No, I have a variety of different types of metal. So this one is fine silver. The one I'm wearing here, this is it's a Morgan dollar. This is 90% silver. I also have, I believe, 40% silver, copper clad, and gold available on the website. So if you're looking for a particular type of metal and a particular coin, I have lots of options to pick from. Now we're going to use our doming block here. And this is going to give us, man, that's almost too big. I might have to use something else. I'll have to use a cone instead. Thank you for the rose. So here we're giving it a nice fold. Eventually we want it in a 17-degree cone, but we're going to make sure we keep it nice and centered so it folds even. So I'm going to fold it a little, move things around, fold it a little. If it likes to kind of wander down one side of the die, I want to make sure it stays nice and even. You can see we're getting a nice fold on it here. Slowly but surely. In fact, it'll fit in the doming block now. I prefer the doming block because it folds a lot more evenly. Now the hole we punched in here is a 1/2 inch. This is a 3/4 inch ball bearing, hard plastic. I think it's called Delrin. And we're just gonna finish folding that down to the bottom there. And we got a nice cone shape here. Now, as we work on it, it is gonna work harden. So I'm gonna go anneal it again to soften it up. We don't want it to get too hard and brittle and snap on us. So we'll go anneal it again. And again, y'all check out the store by tapping the gold chain at the bottom of the screen. You can use the coupon code WELCOME. It'll save you 10% off your order. Lots of cool coin rings to choose from. These are all handmade in the United States of America. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I do appreciate y'all watching. We got 675 likes so far. Make sure to start tapping that screen if you haven't. Thank you very much for the roses. I do appreciate it. Oh, hit that follow button. Everybody, just follow me. It's not going to hurt you. And it will boost my confidence. There we go. Yeah, 3 new followers, 4 new followers. Y'all boosted my confidence. Love it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, dude, my my comment chat is just followed host, followed host, followed host. I appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. So I'm destroying a silver eagle. You just bought one for the first time. Hey, they've been around a while. Yeah, confidence +5. Psych. Unfollowed. Hello, everyone. Hello, good morning. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Definitely, I think a good investment. I really like American Silver Eagles. They hold value quite well, and I think they're very pretty. But yeah, no, it's just water. Helps cool it down. Gets a little toasty when we're annealing it. It's right on the edge. What am I making? We're making this into a size 10.5 ring. So if y'all will check out my username, it's coinringmaker.com. I make coins into rings, all different types of coins, all the time. I've been doing this for about 3 years now on TikTok, and I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. So that's what's up. This is fine silver, so it's 100%, well, 99.999 silver. But I do have like 90% silver coins available as well. And some 40% silver, like $50 too. I just added those last month. Add that all the way to the bottom of the die. Very nice. So most coin ring makers don't make these bands this thick, but I really like to keep as much detail on my coins as possible. So you can see on the inside and the outside, we still got a lot of detail. It's looking good. See if we can get an even better look at it. I really like the sun rays, and the stars on the flag. It's a really cool coin. It makes a cool ring for sure. Now we're going to anneal it once more. We got 724 people in here. Y'all hit that follow button if you haven't yet. It will boost my confidence and make me feel super cool. We got 3,700 likes on the live. That's pretty good. I'm not going to complain about that. That's pretty good. If you haven't yet, go ahead and tap the gold chain at the bottom of the screen. That'll pull up my store. and you guys can still watch the live and check out my products. This is a one-man business, you know, handmade jewelry in the United States of America, made out of coins. Pretty unique, but, you know, it's just one guy here. So every sale really counts, and I do appreciate y'all's support. So make sure to go check that out. Followed host. Thank you guys very much. 5,300 likes. Heck yeah. Y'all are crushing it today. This has been a very good live. Thanks for watching. Again, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I like answering questions. Keeps me from just rambling on. See how close we can get here. There we go. Nice. Now this is going to be a size 10.5 ring. So we're going to go ahead and see what size it is right now, to figure out what size we need to get it to. It's at 12.25. So we don't have to stretch it, which is good. We can go right into reducing it, which is going to take it from the 17-degree angle to a much more even walled angle. What are the tools you use called? I use a lot of tools. If you'd like to check them out, you can visit coinringmaker.com. I have a recommended tool list there with like videos on how to use them and links on where to get them. It's just a lot to go through. What do I do to cut the center? Okay, that tool's pretty cool. So this is a auto centering punch. You place your coin on this platform right here, and then tighten the top down, and it's cone shaped, so it automatically centers your coin. Just tighten that down and put your punch on top. It's really, really great tool. A little pricey, but very good. Shipping's usually about $4 in the United States. It's not too crazy. Is it not defacing currency? As long as you aren't fraudulently defacing currency, it's not against the law. So you can do it for art, educational purposes, making jewelry. Penny smashing machines are a good example. So what I'm doing here is I'm wrapping this in plumbing tape. This is Blue Monster tape. It's a little stronger than the average Teflon plumbing tape, but it's going to help protect our outside details as we send this down what's called a Swedish wrap, which is a specialty die. It's going to make this ring smaller. I haven't done it yet, but it's super cool. Let me see if I can find it. This is the one he's talking about, the icon coin. It's like holographic. It's got like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I think the edge of it right here would look really, really cool on a ring. Like it's going to go right through the middle of it here. But I think it would still retain a lot of that holographic effect. It's a really cool coin. I'd love to make it, but I make everything to order because everybody's ring sizes are different. So it's available if anybody's interested. It's a really cool one. The law is you can't deface currency to make it something else. Yeah. No, I totally agree. I think it would make a great ring. How much? I'd have to check. It's been a minute since I've looked at that one. Let's see. It's going to be under fine silver. So I would assume it's 300. Most of my 1 ounce fine silver rounds are 300, like the American Eagles. So that's what I would assume it is. Yeah, it's not illegal, guys. Not illegal. I've been doing it for 3 years, live on TikTok. I'm pretty sure they would have found me by now. Yeah, $2.99. Now, gotta find a Swedish wrap this will fit in. It's a little snug. we've got it right on top. So for the center punches, I offer a couple options when you order your ring. You can get just the ring. You can get the ring and the center punch, or you can get the center punch made into like a keychain or a necklace or a pin like you can put on your shirt or your hat. So there's a couple options there. But no, I don't melt them down. I make other things out of them because the designs on them are pretty cool, and they're all, I don't know, different. This is a 2023 Silver American Eagle. See if I missed anything else. Thank you guys for following. If you haven't followed yet, make sure to hit that follow button. You have Colorado and Michigan silver proof quarters. I think so. Yeah, I should have all 50 states available at this time in 90% silver proof quarter coin rings. And those are 99. Those are probably my most popular coin ring to make, is the 90% silver state quarter. We shrunk that down quite a bit. I'm going to take this tape off, anneal it again, check what size it is. We probably need to go a bit smaller, but I like to check. Sometimes it's a surprise. Pay no mind that I'm working barefoot today. It's actually warm, so... have I done gold coins? I've done 1 1/4 ounce gold American Eagle. It came out super cool. And I'm totally open to doing more gold coin rings, but they are pretty expensive. Just because there's a lot of liability on my side with that. Like if I mess up, I need to have an extra one. And there's I don't know. I like to work one-on-one with someone if I'm doing a gold coin ring, so we can make sure we get the right coin for them, that's going to fit them comfortably. The band is going to be the right size. There's a lot of hand-holding I like to do because they aren't cheap, so I want to make sure that customer is going to get what they want. If you've got the coins, for gold coins, it's a bit cheaper. So usually I charge 3 times the value of the gold coin, but if you supply it, I only charge 2 times the value of the gold coin. This is a 2023 Silver American Eagle. We're about halfway done with it, and it's coming along really nicely. It's looking good. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and follow you, bro. If you want to message me and talk about that later, let me know. I also have a button on my profile that says get a quote. If anyone else is interested in getting like a custom coin ring made, you can go through that button. Just answer a couple questions and then I can email you about it. That's how we do it. How much for the one I'm working on? These are $2.99. It's still at 12 1/4. So yeah, we've still got some more reducing to do. Yeah, if you'd like a gold coin ring and you have the gold coin, it's just twice the value of that gold coin to have it made into a ring. So yeah, I'll go ahead and follow you too. If you want to send me a message, we can work that out, or you can go through the get a quote button on my profile. If you guys haven't yet, you can go to my shop by just tapping the gold chain at the bottom of the screen. You can check out some of the other stuff I've made and maybe find something you're interested in. While this live has gone really well, I haven't gotten any sales yet, so if you'd like to order something, you can use the coupon code WELCOME. It'll save you 10% off your order. And if you have any questions, let me know. Something really nice about fine silver is it doesn't get a lot of fire scale on it, so it stays really clean most of the process. Yes, it softens it, keeps it, makes it less brittle, makes it easier to bend and shape and form. There we go. Gotta tape it up again. Actually, that would probably be better with at least, like the last gold coin ring I made was a 1/4 ounce, and I was only able to get that one up to like a size 8. This is Blue Monster tape. I just get it from a plumbing store. You can get it from hardware stores. You can get it on Amazon. It's very good. Yes, silver does work harden, so that's why I anneal it, I don't know, several times along the way. I sell my stuff through coinringmaker.com. It's my username. You can also tap the gold chain at the bottom of the screen or just go to the website link on my profile. I think the tape is well worth it. I really like it. I used to use just regular white, super cheap plumbing tape, and there's a major difference. I have to use a lot less of it. It's probably 3 times less wraps, and it's just stronger. It protects detail really well. It adheres to itself really well. I like it. Got in a little bit smaller reduction die here, and we're just going to keep on shrinking this down until we get to our target size, which is 10.5. Question, I know copper works hard and wasn't sure about gold or silver. Yeah, all 3 of those work hard. I think most metal does. I think steel does too, but like the annealing process for steel and iron is a little different than copper and silver and gold. That's like ferrous and non-ferrous metals. So you saw when I annealed this one a minute ago, I quenched it afterwards. I put it in some water. You don't want to do that with like iron or steel. It'll re-harden it. But with copper, silver, and gold, you can. Now, there we go. I have a few, yeah. I collect a few coins. There's some I found in the wild that are worth hanging on to, that's for sure. But mostly I look at them as like my medium, like my art medium. It's just what I make things out of. So I pretty much can't see a coin and not see the ring it would become if I worked on it. Every time I see a different coin, I'm like, ooh, that might make a nice ring. What's the oldest coin? The oldest one I have on hand is the one I'm actually wearing right now. This is a 1890 Morgan silver dollar. I've worn this one quite a bit, so it's pretty beat up. I made this probably like 2 years ago. But yeah, I go back to the 1800s. Haven't gone past the 1800s. What size is the Morgan in millimeters? It is like 12 1/3. So we were pushing this through this way, and you can see this end is a little wider than the bottom. What I'm going to do now is flip this over and reduce that so they're evened up a bit. Yeah, you can reduce the size of the ring. You can stretch the ring as well. With this one, I didn't have to because it was already like a 12.5. But yeah, I have a pretty decent range on what ring sizes are available for each of my coins. I've actually made quite a few wedding bands. They're probably my favorite thing to work on. I actually got in contact with the guy I made my first wedding band for earlier today. It's pretty cool. It's nice to talk to him. Back when I first started and I was really unsure of myself, he was like, "Nah, dude, I want you to make my wedding bands. I love your work." Wow, look at that. That's looking really nice, guys. And for anyone who's curious, we'll go ahead and show you how thick this band is, because I'm really proud of how thick I get these. It's almost 15 millimeters thick. It's 14 and a half. That's decent, man. That's a chunky monkey right there. I have a tungsten carbide wedding ring. It's very nice. I've always wanted a gold one. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And a gold coin ring would be even cooler, I think. That looks really good. Let's see what size we're at. We're at 11 right now, so we're pretty close. One thing I do want to show you guys is on the inside here, there's a lip. You can kind of see the shadow from it. That's really uncomfortable, and it kind of messes up how you size it, so we're going to go ahead and just cut that off right now. What tools do I use? I use Jason's Works Auto Punch, 17-degree dies, Swedish wraps, cheap Chinese ring stretcher, 1-ton arbor press, and mallet, ring sizer, mandrel. That's about it. Those are the main ones. I think an Indian head after 19 would be cool. 18 millimeter. Yeah, that would be cool. I'd have to do a little bit of thinking. 18 millimeter coin. So here's 18 millimeters. This is a 1/4 ounce gold eagle. So 18 millimeters is actually smaller than the gold eagle 1/4 ounce. Looks like this one's closer to probably about 22. And I was able to get that to a size 8. So if you want something bigger than a size 8, we will probably have to do a 1/2 ounce. Because I can only stretch them so far. Yeah, that's true. That's why I don't do too many gold coin rings. It's just gold it's much more denser. It's much more dense than silver. It's heavier, so you could have an ounce of silver and an ounce of gold, and the ounce of gold would be smaller. That's just the nature of gold. So if you want to get a decent sized ring with it, you need quite a bit of weight to get her there. Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know. Like, really, the only other option would be to punch a much larger hole, which would make the band itself thinner. But even then, I don't think I could get it up to a size 13. That's pretty big. Like, that's my max size for quarters, and they're like 25 millimeters, something like that. Thank you very much. Right? Have I done a coin? Most valuable turned into a ring? Yeah, that would be this one over here. The gold American Eagle quarter ounce. Several $100 coin right there. What size can I get out of a 1911 quarter? For like older quarters, like 90% silver quarters, the max size is 12. For copper quarters, it's 13. They have a little bit more stretch in them. This is called a deburring tool. There's a couple different types of them. You can find these on Amazon or hardware stores. Every time I go to a hardware store to ask for one, the guy there doesn't know what I'm talking about, but this is what they look like. It's a curved blade. It's usually used by plumbers to clean up the inside of pipe, but it's really good for cleaning up the inside of other circular objects made out of metal, such as coin rings. Very useful tool. Yeah, no problem. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to ask. We got 13,000 likes on this live. Let's go. If you haven't hit the follow button yet, follow me. It'll boost my self-confidence, and I'll really appreciate it. If you want to check out the store, tap the gold chain at the bottom of the screen. We'll pin it right here. Use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10%. And we're just slowly whittling away at that edge. We've got rid of it on some sides, but it's still there a little bit. You can see it right there. Do I blacken my silver rings? No. That's usually called an antique look. I really like to have mine as shiny as possible. It's just a personal, I guess, creative decision. Most of the processes to antique rings smell really bad. And since I work inside in a pretty small space, I prefer not to use them. But I also like shiny things, so I have a couple times for customers done an antique look just because they ask very nicely, but most of the time I don't really offer it because it stinks my shop up. It smells like a skunk. Half ounce Liberty. Yeah, I could do it, but it wouldn't be cheap. Yeah. Can you get that ring to a size 13? Oh, yeah. I think the max size for this one is like 20. Like, there's a pretty decent range on the 1 ounce. How much to make a 10 out of a quarter? Regular quarters are 19. 90% silver quarters are 99. Yeah, double if you provide the coin. Yeah, man. Hit me up, message me. We'll get it going. And it's unique. It's handmade. I think it'll be a really cool ring as well. I've been doing this for 3 years. Yeah, going hammer and mandrel style. Right here. That's how I started. I've gotten some nicer tools since then. But yeah, this is coming along really nicely. We got to shape it a little bit, reduce this side so we can get it down to our 10.5. Live stream when I do the... Oh, absolutely, Steve. Did you order it? Military challenge coins are usually made out of steel, which is not something I really work on. This is an example of the last steel coin I tried to make. They're very difficult. So I mostly work on silver, gold, and copper. Have I ever gotten silver splinters? Not really. And I've been working, yeah. What part of the ring will be the band face? It's up to you. You can pick heads or tails. We can do it either way. Like, for example, this is a Morgan dollar with the head side out. A lot of people like that because the date shows. But you can also do it with the tail side out, which I like a lot because you get In God We Trust and this nice kind of wreath all the way around, $1 on there. And then the date is nicely nested on the inside. So I can do it either way. Live free or die. Dude, that round is nice. I really like that half ounce. $100, that's it. I have the coin. Yeah. If you'd like me to work on your coin, I do have a button on my profile that I work through. It just says get a quote. Just tap on that, answer a couple questions about your coin, and I'll get back to you. Ginger Boy, if you'd like to do the same so we can work on that gold coin ring and I'll be able to email you through that, go to the get a quote button. So we can email and get these rings made. All right, this one's really close to finished. Thank you guys for following. If you haven't followed yet, make sure to hit that follow button. It boosts my self-confidence. Makes me feel really good. Make sure to tap the screen as well. We got 13,200 likes on this live. It's the best live I've done in a while. I do appreciate y'all hanging out and watching me work. And I'm sorry for the interruptions throughout the process, but we've had a lot of good questions today. We're going to want to reduce this half a size. We want to be real careful. Probably. I haven't worked on gold sovereigns in particular, but I could probably do it. I worked on a lot of different types of coins. How many more coin rings could I make in a day? The time it takes really changes with like the type of coin I'm working on. So like the bigger the coin, the more precious the metal, it takes longer. But I've made like, I think 20 quarter coin rings in a day before. It's not something I do every day. It takes a lot out of me to do that many, but I can do it. Yeah, Johnny boy, I probably could. But gold coin rings are not cheap. Yeah, if you'd like to talk more about that, you can hit the get a quote button on my profile, and we can talk about having a gold coin ring made for you. So here we've got the edge we just removed that lip from is right at 10.5, but this edge is a little wider now, so we're going to even that up. My favorite is Morgan Dollar. I think it's perfect. It's like made to be a ring, I think. And these are $1.99 if anybody wants to get one. You can pick the date. I have quite a few years available. But yeah, Morgan Dollars are my favorite. They make fantastic rings. These gold eagles are pretty good too. Not to be stupid, but where do I find the quote button? It is on my profile. So tap my logo up here, go to my TikTok profile, and it should be like underneath my profile description. It might not exactly be a button. It might just be like different colored text. Does every state have a gold or silver coin? Every state has a 90% silver quarter. Those are going to be under 90% on my website. I've got all 50 states, and they make great rings. They're very nice. Probably my most popular ring is the 90% silver state quarter. We got our tape off here. It's just a hair over 10.5. We're gonna do a little reduction, just the tiniest bit. Really trying to lock that size in here. It's very close. What's next? I've got a 90% silver state quarter to work on after this. I think it's Missouri. There we go. Right at 10.5 there. And it's got a little bit of a goofy shape to it. It's just a little thinner at the top than at the bottom. So we're going to use my wall straightening tools real quick. Shouldn't take a lot of correction. This is just going to kind of push out that top edge of the ring there. Try and get a little focus. That looks a lot better. Now, we get to go clean her up. This is my favorite part. I do want to add just a little stylistic dip on this side here. It's got a bit of a curve. If you have silver coins you'd like made into rings, go to my profile and tap the Get Quote button. Just tell me about the coins you want me to work on. I can get back to you with a quote. Where do I go to purchase gold coins? Directly to the mint. U.S. Mint. Or like verified resellers. Like, let me see here. So here's a good example. I got my silver eagles from Pinehurst. You just want really reputable resellers. You don't want to, I don't really go to shops. Most of my stuff I get online, but that's because I'm looking for very specific coins for my customers. Most of the time. Alright, so here is our ring so far. And one thing I really like about fine silver is how easy it is to clean up. So these are the jewelry polish wipes I get at Walmart. Super easy to find, relatively affordable, and I really like them because as you use them, they like blacken, so you actually get to see like how much work you've done on it. So we're just going to start cleaning this up here. I do think I need to add a little more curve on the bottom. I think you're right. We can curve this edge a little bit more. Yeah. Cleaning the inside of rings is kind of tricky. Oh yeah. What do we think? Put the year on top there. Looking pretty good. Double check our size. Did wander a little bit, so we can get that back down to 10.5. Changing like a quarter size is pretty tricky. Yeah, that little push sent us all the way down to almost 10. So usually when I'm reducing, I gotta reduce and stretch, and reduce and stretch until we really lock right in where we want. Stretched it out a little bit. Almost. So close. It's a hair away. There we go. Right at 10.5. Perfect. What I actually want to do I don't use these very much. So I almost always use 17-degree dies. I like them a lot for really straight edges. But you can take a 25-degree die and it'll actually give you a little bit more of a curve. See a really nice curve on this side, but not quite as much on the top. So we're going to try and even that up with this 25-degree die. Like I said, I don't use these very much, but I think that's what it needs to match. Oh yeah. If we could get it to focus, yes, yes. That's what she needed. Oh, awesome, awesome. I will be in touch with you later today. Now, it won't be right away. I do have some other things I need to work on, but I will be in touch. Thank you. And it's perfectly at a size 10. So sometimes when you reduce this side gets a little wider or smaller. They just kind of move around together, so you want to make sure it stays nice and even. I really like the shape of this now. I think that's looking spot on. Fantastic. Sounds good, man. I'd be happy to make some rings for you. It's like my favorite thing to do. If you guys haven't followed me yet, make sure to hit that follow button. We are almost done with this one. So I'm going to take a little break and catch my breath. And I'll probably hop back on a little later today. I've got a silver stake quarter to work on as well. So I'll probably hop back on in around 10 minutes or so. So make sure you follow me so you can get a notification. Yeah, man, I'll give you a follow. You can message me. No? Okay, you're private. I tapped it 3 times. I was like, why can't I follow him? But yeah, man, I guess accept my follow request and you can message me and we'll work out what you want to get made. If you go to my website, go to coin rings and then go to gold, you can see photos of the last gold coin ring I've made. I make most everything to order. And with gold, it's just too expensive to just make for a display piece. So every gold coin ring I've made has been custom and is worn by my customer at the moment. And that's pretty much because if I made it and then somebody wanted it in like a drastically different size, it would be detrimental to the details to resize it so much. So I prefer to just keep it as the coin until I find the customer who wants it, so I can make it as good as I possibly can. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, there she is. Gorgeous. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that follow button. I'm going to head out and take a break. This came out so good. It's been a minute since I worked on one of these, so this was a lot of fun. All right, guys. I'll catch you next time. Peace. Do I have any 2023 quarters? No. Because I got 5 sets of 2022 quarters and sold like 3 quarters from them. So they weren't very popular. I almost didn't even get any 2023 American Eagles this year until someone specifically asked for them. So I'm being a little more conservative with the coins I'm buying this year. I'm kind of waiting to see what people are looking for instead of trying to guess. I could get some, definitely. Don't have any on hand. Just because I I don't want to get some and then just get stuck with them. So yeah, if there's like specific designs for the 2023 quarters you'd prefer, hit me up. We can message about it. We're friends, so not a problem there. Just send me a message and we'll get that going. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah, so I'll probably... how many rings do you need? He said graduation rings. 1953 quarter. I actually just made one. If you go to my profile, I don't know, like the top 6 videos, there's a 1953 quarter. I just made one. They're $99, and I do have them. Like 5 or so. Okay, they come in sets of 5, so I should be able to get a set or 2 in about a week. But yeah, I haven't looked at the 2023 proof quarters yet. Those are fine silver, by the way, so they aren't going to be as tough as like 90% silver. It's going to be a little softer like the American Eagle here. Just to point that out. They changed that in 2019. They stopped doing 90% and changed it to fine silver. If anybody else has any questions, ask now or forever hold your peace. I'm about to hop out of here and catch my breath. So I'd like to get a really good look at this where it's not all fuzzy. It looks good. I like it. Don't tell anybody. I already found it. Yeah, I do use polish. I use this. This is Mother's. It's fantastic. I actually just finished my first tub of it. So I had to go get me another one. That's how good it is. I used the whole thing. It's very, very good. Highly recommend. Got it at Walmart in the automotive section. Good stuff. And I'll use that on this. So it's going to be even shinier. But I need to take a break and catch my breath. So we'll polish that up a little later. Thank you guys again for watching. If you haven't hit the follow button yet, do it right now because I'm about to leave. And go check out the website. Use the coupon code WELCOME. Save 10% off anything at coinringmaker.com. Go get you something cool. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.